Hello there, lovely people, it's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and in this little video right here, I'm going to convince you that Bayonetta deserves to be in Super Smash Bros, if you happen to need convincing. Now, I would like to point out that this whole video is entirely personal to me, and indeed, at the end of the day, I am just an average man with a handsome opinion, nothing more. To give a bit of context, Bayonetta has come under fire from many Smash fans and people who just like to argue on the internet, and this is in part due to the fact that the latter voted for Cap'n Crunch instead of somebody actually viable in the Smash Bros. Fighter ballot. More in keeping with the argument, many people have stood on their proverbial soapboxes, much like I'm currently doing, and said that Bayonetta is essentially too mature or too sexy for Smash. Now, despite the fact that Wario is already in the game, so the sexy character bar is unreachably high, I can sort of see where this issue is coming from. The fact is that Bayonetta is heavily sexualized to the point of lunacy, and whether or not you think that's a good thing, we're just going to take that as read because we're not here to debate whether or not she's got legs that won't quit. Many of the naysayers claim that Smash Bros is primarily aimed towards children, and thus a character of such, shall we say, significant proportions is not appropriate for their tiny eyes. Whilst it's true that a big chunk, if not a majority of players of the series are actually old enough to see Bayonetta without asking their mum some awkward questions, we can't ignore the fact that there are still a lot of younger tykes enjoying the brawl. If a parent picked up the game for their 10-year-old last year, they couldn't have possibly known that a character such as Bayonetta would become included later down the line, so such a saucy turn of events may cause parents to rethink. But you only have to look at Zero Suit Samus and Donkey Kong to see that characters showing skin is nothing new in this game. Hell, even Wii Fit Trainer is flaunting his or her monochrome epidermis. So if skin isn't the issue, then what is? Is it the way that she moves, her general demeanor? Regardless of your answer, if you don't want Bayonetta in Smash, you don't have to have her. Seriously, if you don't buy her, she doesn't appear in the game at all. The only time she will is if you're playing online. Every other single mode would be devoid of her in any other DLC character you haven't forked out for. Bayonetta is undoubtedly a character for the older Smash players, and if you're gonna pick a mature character for the mature players, Bayonetta's got the moves, the appeal, the class, and most importantly, she's got the fans. I could talk for literally minutes about why Bayonetta's character makes her a worthy addition to Smash, but you've heard it all before, and it's not even the biggest reason as to why she deserves to have the place that she does. The fact of the matter is that Bayonetta deserves to be in Super Smash Bros. For the simple reason that we, as a collective fan base, asked for her. Bayonetta is in the game because she was the highest ranking, viable character in the Super Smash Bros. Fighter ballot. Even if you'd seen loads of people supporting other equally viable characters on social media forums or anything like that, you're not taking into consideration the silent majority. Look at the number of views that this video has, and then look at the number of comments. Now, unless something catastrophically fantastic has happened, you can be sure that there are going to be considerably fewer comments than there are views. All in all, the silent majority make up just that, a majority, and they're not lacking in opinions, they've got just as many as you. Well, perhaps not quite as many as you, Paul, but just because they didn't proclaim it to the world doesn't mean they didn't vote, and in the ballot size, a vote shared publicly and a vote submitted quietly are worth exactly the same. Bayonetta is a fun, unique, and joyous addition to the Super Smash Bros. Roster. If you don't want her in the game, don't download her, and even if you do come across her online, you'll just have to practice extra hard to smash her face into the ground. Do you agree with my inane ramblings, or are you simply furious that someone won't please think of the children? Let us know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you smash your way past that subscribe button and down there towards the comments, and be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. That's what happens when I meet new people. You don't have to have Smash... You don't have to have Smash Bros in your Bayonetta. Are you simply furious that somebody went, please think of the chit? I can't do that.